Here we go again.
I demand more! Welcome everybody, this is Love on the Street, and I'm Katie Love, your comedic host. But I have serious issues going on, and sometimes I need a great vendor to solve those serious issues. So I will be searching out the vendors all across the land who can solve all of our problems. Today we shot a wonderful video with Ayurvedic practitioner Carmen Sima, and she's our startup video. So give her love, give me love, tell us what you think, and you'll see me all over, well, I hope the world, really. We don't have to confine ourselves to this park here in Culver City. We could go all over the world and find those great businesses that are providing those services that you and I need. Thanks a lot for joining us on Love on the Street. Hi, Carmen.
Hello, Katie Love.
How do you like being out here in the wilderness?
I love it.
It's actually a park. Because you're not really an office chick. This isn't, well, you would go to an office if you had a client there.
Sometimes I go out to the beach or to the park.
Do you ever hunt clients in the wilderness?
No.
Okay, well, if she was going to hunt clients, it would probably be at this park. Carmen, can you define what Ayurveda really is? Did I even say that right? Ayurveda.
Sure. Well, Ayurveda is an ancient holistic system of healing. It dates back 5,000 years old. It originates in India, and it's a very beautiful system that really looks at each person individually and identifies the root cause of the disease as opposed to dealing with just the symptoms. It looks at the person holistically and addresses the mind, the body, and ultimately the soul.
So instead of going into the doctor and saying, I feel this and I'm sick, and they say, take this pill, and you're going, that was $500? Ew.
Right.
A little bit more.
We want to understand why you have nausea, why you have constipation, and we address digestion, we address your diet, we address the emotions. It could be the fact that you're stressed out. It could be
Carmen,
maybe
I'm always stressed out. I'm single. I'm looking for a date. Anyone? What?
Well, there are different things that
down.
we, as practitioners, incorporate into dealing with stress management, breathing exercises, so that we could really be able to work through that stress, so that it's not changing your physiology too much. Right?
You're not going to just hand somebody a Xanax and then they run out of there.
No, absolutely not.
All right. I think there's probably something right on this
imbalance.
tree I could eat that would make me feel better. I'm just saying, we're in the wilderness. We talked earlier about the 5 elements and dosha, which to me sounds like a fancy perfume. What is all that about?
Well, Ayurveda believes that just like everything in nature is made out of the 5 elements, which are water, fire, earth, wind, and space.
Oh.
So everything in nature is made out of these 5 elements. And just like there is an outer universe, there's an inner universe, and that creates what Ayurveda believes is our constitution, and that helps us determine. It really pretty much creates us, the elements, the energy of the elements. It's not to say that the elements are inside of us and we have mud and all these. No, it's the energy of nature within us.
Sometimes I feel muddy, is all I'm saying.
And so basically, whatever element you were born with, which is actually determined in utero when our mother is pregnant of us, which is pretty fascinating, depending on her environment and her diet and her emotions, that's what determines what element we're going to be dominant in. And
so how many, and that's the dosha?
And that's the dosha. But
okay.
The interesting thing about that is that even if we were born, say, a fire dominant person, we could be expressing another element based on our imbalance. So we might be more air dominant at the time. So we're not in balance with our own nature. And that's what creates chaos and a lot of anxiety and stress because we're not in harmony with our own nature.
Sometimes there's chaos.
Chaos
in my
our
digestion,
in our sleeping
There's a little bit of chaos going on from time to time, which I thought was normal, but you told me earlier that it's not.
It's not normal.
I'd like to have normal chaos, is what I'm striving for.
Normal harmony?
Yeah, harmony's nice. Harmony's a good word. We like harmony. All right. What are some of the common symptoms that your clients complain of?
Anxiety, stress.
What? That never happens to me.
Lack of sleep, constipation.
Oh, that's too bad for them.
ADHD.
Oh.
Irregular bowel syndrome.
Right.
Those are some of the most common ones.
And so when someone comes to you and they say, I can't keep my mind on anything except myself because I live in Los Angeles, they come to you and they say, I can't concentrate on anything. I'm upset all the time. I have an upset stomach. What are some of the things that you would prescribe first?
Well, first we want to identify what type of digestion they have. If it's irregular, if it's a slow digestion, if it's overactive digestion, and that it's all depending on what element they're expressing the most. So
Right.
a fire dominant person will have fast digestion, probably diarrhea. A person that is air dominant will more than likely express constipation or irregular type of digestion. And someone that is earth dominant will have a sluggish, heavy, slow digestion, and they sometimes suffer nausea.
Which probably has nothing to do with the bad macaroni and cheese they were eating. Anyway,
But there are some tips that you asked. There are some tips that could help repair and bring back harmony and support the digestion, like drinking warm water before every meal. Just half a cup of warm water before each meal really supports your digestion.
that's something they can do today. I mean,
that's something
we
they can
want
start doing.
everybody to get to know you, but I think it's great that we could do something today by ourselves in our own house without
Right.
any
And
too much harm. Right? What's
also,
another thing?
Also, something so simple that everyone, it's an underdog spice. I like to think of it, but it's pepper. Pepper is abundant. Everybody has pepper in their home or in a restaurant. Sprinkle some pepper, lunch and dinner, and that creates very good digestion. It supports the acids and the enzymes and everything that create that proper and optimal digestion.
That's wonderful. And you had me eating
Ginger.
Yes. She had me eating ginger. She also has me swirling some kind of crazy sesame oil.
Sesame oil.
I do what she says. Whatever she tells me to do, I just do it. I don't question it. I send her an email. I did this today. I get a star. I don't know. I feel pretty good out here in the wilderness in the park. All right. Well, before we go, tell the viewers how they can reach you.
Sure, you could go to my website, ayurvedicelements.com.
Okay.
AYUR. Oh, messed up. I don't even know how to spell it. Ayurvedicelements.com. It's AYURBEDICELEMENTS.com.
Love it. And do you have an email, or they'll find your email there?
But it's Carmen Sima at ayurvedicelements.com.
Oh, I like it. And then what's one of the first things you're going to ask them? Are you going to ask them about their digestion right up front? Because that seems personal. Like if you had a celebrity client and the first thing you said was, "How's it going with your bowel movements?" That could end up on TMZ is all I'm saying.
Everything is
We could start a new
confidential.
trend.
Everything is confidential.
Okay.
I don't start with digestion. I have
don't.
to.
You gotta
make
work
sure
into that.
I have to make sure they
Get some
they're
rapport going
comfortable.
before you ask somebody what's happening in the bathroom is all I'm saying.
That's
right?
towards the end.
Okay, because she didn't ask me that till later, and I was like, wow, she really wants to get to know me. But all right. Thank you, Carmen. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Katie. Love.
Okay.